clicking. Fox 2 News at 9 starts now.
St. Louis is under an orange terror alert, along with the rest of the nation. But Fox 2 News has learned a teenage boy is under investigation for lying to gain access to parts of the St. Louis Police Department.
First tonight's sources call it a serious security breach for St. Louis police.
A teenage boy allegedly faked his way into a youth training program, gaining inside access to the police department. Fox 2's Andy Banker is on the story for us live in North St. Louis. Andy?
Mandy, sources confirmed tonight a 15-year-old has had officers here fooled at the North Patrol Division for close to 2 weeks, quote, infiltrating the police department, riding with officers as recently as New Year's Eve. And police confirmed that they took that teenager into custody 2 nights ago, confiscating a bulletproof vest, a duty belt, and 2 sets of handcuffs. In these days of metal detectors and orange alerts, sources say a high school sophomore got access to the St. Louis Police Department, posing as a member of the Boy Scouts of America Explorer program.
It's a lot like an internship. You get to do a lot of things hands-on under the tutelage of a law enforcement officer.
Everything from how to use the two-way radio to riding along on actual police calls. They see the job up close to see if they want to pursue it as a career, a valuable program, but there are rules for both instructional and security purposes.
The exploring program is a structured curriculum, if you will. When you first start out, you learn the very basics of the law enforcement program, and as you get more experience, you get to do a little bit more involved activities. For instance, most departments will not allow you to go on a ride-along until you're 16.
Sources tell us this 15-year-old has been on ride-alongs and has repeatedly been admitted into the department with no one checking to see if he was really an explorer until Saturday. He's not, and now will likely never be.
Part of the Boy Scouts of America and the exploring program, what they teach is character in order to try and get them to do the right things, and in order to get them to see that if they lie, if they're dishonest, that there is a price to be paid.
The boy has been released into his father's custody tonight. A police department spokesman denies that there were ever any ride-alongs and says that the investigation into this matter is essentially closed tonight, finished. The items confiscated, Mandy, were not police department issue. They do not give explorers things like handcuffs or bulletproof vests, and most certainly not guns. But officers here want this checked out because they're worried about this. These young people do have a tremendous amount of access to the police department.
Well, Andy, was this young man ever considered a threat in any way?
No, not at all. It appears that in this case, Mandy, he was simply an overzealous youngster, a young man who just cannot wait until he can become a St. Louis police officer.
This clearly was not supposed to be there, Andy. Thank you.